sighed, watching the mist. I sighed, watching the mist of my breath rise into the frigid air. It didn't take long for him to find me. As always, he knew exactly where I was. Buttercup? Ah, there you are. What is up, everybody? It's me, Anna, and today we're going to be playing more of Bajo, Rosas. And obviously, if you can see any of the warnings, you can see the warnings on the screen. If you are sensitive to any of the topics here mentioned and aforementioned on the screen here, please do click off and watch another video. There's plenty out there that is very comfy and safe for you to watch and consume. And if you're okay with that, let's get into it. Let's go right into it. And believe it or not, I have recorded. Yes, I don't know why this happens. But stuff kept messing with the files, so I get to play this again. Day 1, Germ of Desire. I loved my home. Not just for the happy memories I built there, but for the way it seemed to embrace me with its love in every corner. I took every step I took, every corner, every rose, everything spoke to me of love. No matter how much I loved it, no matter how much I wished to stay forever, no matter how many times I told it, day after day, how much I cared, it seemed it was never enough. Funny, isn't it? In fairy tales, they always talk about happily ever after. But no one ever tells you that forever is actually very short. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter anymore. What matters is that I took it with me. Because no matter where I go, my home is always lived there. And that means I can create something just as beautiful, maybe even better. I think the most concerning thing is that I've been here for over 2 weeks and I still haven't finished unpacking. The space is much smaller than what I was used to in my old house. And between one thing and another, I always ended up watching videos for at least 3 hours. Sigh. Alright, I knelt in front of... Oh, I don't know if I missed anything there, but it is what it is. I'm kinda like anyone who'd create content and then suddenly stuff is like corrupted. I kind of feel a little angry, a little pissed. But the way this is going to end, I know how it's gonna end, but I'm still gonna have fun with it, guys. It's so sweet. I actually love it. Let's do it. Let's go again. I knelt in front of a couple of boxes, big enough to fit a person inside, and started rummaging through their contents for what must have been the 100th time. And yeah, this being emphasized again, I did freak out over it. And I was like, maybe the person from a first playthrough, if you know, you know, if you don't, do check it out. He was interesting. Maybe he fit himself inside of the boxes and like snuck in here with us and took all of our cutlery and just threw it on. And they were like, yeah, she don't need that. All she needs is me. Okay, let's go. Now that's my theory. My game theory. A game theory. Mayhaps is what I would say. And I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. Yeah, because I don't know, actually. I didn't see much, but I saw enough. Let's go. Back to the reading now. Kitchen. Oh, God. Where the hell did I put them? I've been eating with plastic cutlery because I can't remember where I packed the real ones. Cutlery 1, me 0. Dot. Ah, what a mess I am. But if I'm going to start over, it has to be perfect. I stopped for a moment to look at the chaos around me, and on top of one of the boxes, I spotted a yellow envelope. The apartment paperwork. The one I was supposed to turn in about 3 days ago. I searched for a pen, pulled the paper out of the envelope, and started inspecting the fields, looking for the ones I had yet to fill out. My nombre es Buttercup, but you can call me Anna. My pronouns, she. Carefully, I packed it back and left it on the table so I wouldn't forget to drop it off tomorrow. Then I turned my attention back to the place. The apartment itself looked nice enough, but it seemed no. But seeing it so empty filled me with unease. My eyes scanned the room, wondering which of the boxes to dig into next, until they landed on an imposing sliding door in the corner. Hmm, who would have thought? An apartment with a garden. I didn't I didn't even know those existed. I always thought apartments were designed to squeeze every last inch of space. Suddenly, a loud noise broke my train of thought. From the ceiling, a series of heavy, continuous thuds rang out. They rang out like someone was playing baseball, testing how many hits it would take to break the ceramic floor. I sighed, slightly annoyed. I really would have preferred getting a house, but time was breathing down my neck and I didn't have the luxury to look for something better. My eyes drifted back to the glass door leading to the patio, and then an idea struck me. Ah, I got it. So this is what's been missing. I carefully maneuvered through the scattered mess on the floor as if navigating an improvised parkour course. Unlike those damned cutlery pieces, I knew exactly where to find what I needed to make this place feel like home. I reached one of the more isolated boxes, one that looked different from the rest. I grabbed it carefully and set it down on the floor, peeling off the tape with the same delicacy as unwrapping a precious gift. As they and there they were, wrapped in plastic and cushioned by colorful damp towels, a bouquet of red roses, roots and all. So beautiful, so perfect, that just looking at them felt intoxicating. I felt my heart grow lighter. These roses were truly important to me. I lifted the bouquet with utmost care, as if holding a multi-million-dollar painting. The wrapping crinkled under my fingers as I peeled back layer after layer, like an artist undressing their muse. But something made me freeze. Something was wrong. A sour smell invaded my nose. I felt my body tense, my skin prickling. With the bouquet fully unwrapped, I pushed aside a few roses until I reached the bottom. And there it was, a completely rotten rose. No. No, 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 no! In desperation, I started plucking away the damaged petals. One by one, they fell to the floor, but the more I tried to save it, the faster it seemed to decay before my eyes, as if it was desperately trying to escape me. And at last, only the bare stem remained in my hand. Tears began falling before I even realized it. I clenched the stem so tightly that the thorns pierced my skin. But the physical pain was nothing compared to the agony of seeing my beloved rose dead. I shot to my feet, still gripping the stem. A loud buzzing echoed in my head, making me stumble and nearly fall. I felt my body temperature rise rapidly. My vision blurred with tears and my jaw trembled violently as if about to shatter. With every passing second, breathing became harder. This isn't my fault. I took care of you. I did everything right so you'd stay with me forever. You can't do this to me. You can't pay me back like this after everything I did for you. The stem slipped from between my fingers, falling to the ground. My body trembled uncontrollably. A thick red haze clouded my thoughts, and the air grew heavy. Breathing hurt. Each inhale felt like sharp knives driving into my chest. I began pacing desperately, knocking over everything in my path. Damn it! I slammed hard against the wall. I turned and grabbed it with my bloodied hands, and a metallic scent filled the air. I felt a deep pain consuming me, slowly spreading through my entire body, like a viscous mass, trying to bury me alive. Buried alive? Dot dot dot. I hope that never really happened. Dot dot dot. Hmm? What is that? Slowly, a soft scent began to surround me. Sweet, but not too much. Somehow familiar. This smell. I frowned, trying to place it. It reminds me of something. Something warm and joyful. I opened my eyes with difficulty. Ugh. I brought a hand to my forehead and blinked several times, trying to collect my thoughts. What the hell happened? I looked around. I recognized the bed, the walls, and even the small table by the window. It was my room. Ah, how convenient, since I definitely didn't leave it this tidy. The curtains were up, slightly parted, letting in just enough light without hitting my face directly. The furniture I had left stacked against the door was now neatly arranged, perfectly aligned. Even the decorations I had scattered all over the floor were now carefully placed. And for some reason, everything was arranged exactly like my room in my old house. On top of that, I noticed I was tucked in perfectly under my blankets, wrapped with meticulous care. Is that a picture of a burrito? What is that? I just noticed this. What is that? Is that a candle? What is that? I just looked up and I saw a burrito. I'm like, what? That is so weird. What is that? It looks like a wrap. It looks like actually. What is that? I don't know what that is. Huh. You let me know in the comments down below what you think this is. I have no idea. I I don't remember lying down here. As my gaze wandered across the room, something caught my attention. The amount of light filtering through the curtains looked like it was daytime. The last time I was conscious, it was early at night. Oh no. Oh no. How long was I asleep? I tried to sit up, but my body didn't respond, and gravity pulled me back against the mattress. Ugh. Damn it. Everything hurts. I lifted my trembling hand to my forehead and noticed a strip of fabric placed there. Is this is this a bandage? I looked at my other hand. It was also wrapped, carefully and precisely. What is this? Suddenly, I heard a faint noise on the other side of the door, like someone pacing back and forth. Dot dot dot. Wait, someone. Is someone inside my apartment? How the hell did someone get in? Is that why everything looked so organized? For a moment, my mind went completely blank as I thought about that last part again. Everything organized? We have to sabe. I cannot say. Available soon, available soon. Okay, let's go back. We stay in bed. I choose to stay in bed because this is what I did, and trust me, guys, it's gonna be interesting. Let's go. Fear and anxiety took hold of me, freezing me in place. My heart, my heart pounded wildly as if it was about to burst out of my chest at any second. A sudden dizziness washed over me, and my whole body went stiff. What the hell am I supposed to do? Does he want money? Or maybe he just wants to get rid of me? After everything I've done, I'm honestly surprised they haven't locked me up before. Should I go and defend myself? But I have nothing to fight with. That would be like walking straight into the lion's den. A thousand different scenarios raced through my mind. Every single one of them ended up with me dead. In the end, I chose to stay silent, in the end, I chose to stay silent, listening intently to every little noise, clinging to the faint hope that whoever was in my apartment would just leave. Because if they hadn't done anything to me yet, there had to be a reason. It felt like hours passed, though I couldn't really tell. I was too afraid to even move, scared they'd hear me, and that they'd realize I was awake and come for me. The footsteps continued for a while longer, and then, finally, thank God, I heard the front doors closed. Dots times three. I shot out of bed and ran as fast as I could to the front door. My hands were trembling so badly that it took a few seconds and a few tries to lock it up properly, but I managed. I let out a sigh as my legs gave out, leaving me on the floor. I leaned against the door, trying to steady my breathing. I think I would be I think I would have preferred the lion. Once my vision cleared again, I finally noticed it. What? Why is the living room cleaned up too? Still a little dizzy, I carefully stood up and made my way toward the table. There's a note. Sorry if this feels weird. I know waking up to a note from a stranger in your apartment isn't exactly pleasant. I found your unconscious body. I found you unconscious. Imagine just reading, I found your unconscious body on the floor. I found you unconscious and bleeding on the floor. So I let myself in to help. I cleaned up a little and tidied the place so you'd be more comfortable when you wake up. I also made something for you to eat. I don't know what you like, but I hope it's enough to help you regain some energy. I understand this might feel like an invasion, and I apologize if it does, but I couldn't just ignore you in that state. By the way, I'm Rin. I live in the tower across from yours, so if you need anything, just let me know. I'll be keeping an eye on you. Get some rest and take care. Dot dot dot. Huh, clever. I didn't want to admit it, but his excuse made a lot of sense. Looking around, nothing really seemed to be missing. But it was strange. Everything was set up exactly the way I used to organize my old place. Could it be just a coincidence? Maybe we just have the same taste in decor. Yeah, yeah, that has to be it. But, yeah, better not to overthink it. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't come up with a more logical answer. The warm aroma of freshly made food hit me as soon as I stepped into the kitchen. Smells good. On the counter, there was a plate of food. Next to it, one of my vases. Inside, carefully placed in water, were my beloved roses. And despite everything that had happened, they looked perfect. My gaze drifted to the plate of food. Oh, it's so cute. Look at funny. Oh, the bears! Oh my gosh, Ice Bear, Panda, and Grizz. What the? That's so cute. This is so cute. Does he think I'm still a kid, or is this just how he normally cooks? I stared at the food for a moment, and before I even realized it, my eyes stung with unshed tears, a lump forming in my throat. It's been a long time since anyone cooked for me. The taste was warm, comforting, like a hug in the form of food. It felt like happiness in the shape of a meal. This feeling, it was so familiar. I closed my eyes, trying to dig deep into my mind, searching for the memory that brought me so much warmth. My hands were freezing, the tip of my nose had turned red, everything was blurry, though I wasn't sure if it was because of the winter cold or the tears I refused to let fall. Today hadn't been a good day. I didn't want to go home like this. Didn't want Mom to see me like this. She'd probably just get mad at me. So I came here. Here, everyone is kind, warm, full of light and love. Love that they have no envy in sharing, as long as it makes you happy. Dot dot dot. Or at least, that's what he always told me. I sighed, watching the mist. I sighed, watching the mist of my breath rise into the frigid air. It didn't take long for him to find me. As always, he knew exactly where I was. Buttercup? Ah, there you are. His his calm voice made me crumble. Like just hearing him was enough to make me feel at home. He walked over without hesitation, and before I could even say anything, he slid his white scarf around my neck. Your hands are freezing, he murmured, taking my fingers into his and rubbing them gently. How long have you been out here? It's too cold. You'll get sick at this rate. I could see the concern in his eyes, even through my messy hair. I didn't respond. I just lowered my gaze, focusing on the warmth of his hands around mine. You don't have to tell me what happened if you don't want to. Just, I don't like seeing you like this. The warmth in his voice, the tenderness, it only made it harder for me to hold back my tears. Aww. You know, no matter how hard your day has been, you should never let anyone take away your beautiful smile. And if you ever feel like crying, let it be for what's truly worth it. Because no one, not even me, deserves to be the cause of your pain. Oh, we all need to just hear this. This makes it. It's like I'm so happy I'm here again. This is so sweet. I needed to hear this again. I needed it. You're stronger than you think. You just you just get lost in the noise of your thoughts. I'm not. Yes, you are. You're strong. You're brilliant. And even if sometimes you forget, I never will. No matter what happens, I'll stay by your side to remind you as many times as necessary. His hands tightened around mine, as if trying to anchor me to reality, to him. And for a moment, the world didn't feel so cold. Oh, that's where it ends. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for watching. Please do like, comment, and subscribe and let me know what your favorite part of this playthrough was. I love this because it was so cute. And feel free to go support the devs. This is so cute. I'm looking forward to seeing it actually be like a full game. I'm so excited. I want to play it. Yeah. Yeah, that was Bajo las Rosas. Yeah, second ending. I haven't unlocked this, so let's look at the gallery. We've unlocked the first one. And if you are not getting the hint already of who it is, maybe you need to look again. I mean, I I kind of see it. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.